Hey everybody, Masaki here, and welcome back to Tales of Xillia on the PS3. I'm coming at you post-commentary of this video because the audio and video for this got messed up. It recorded the part, but the actual audio for it, the program I think crapped out on me when I went to record this part of it and got messed up. Either that or I accidentally recorded over it, doing a part later on. So this part is going to be post-commentated. I don't know why, but I stand here at the Sea Falls after the boss there for quite some time. But ultimately at this point, after you take out that boss, there's like hardly anything left to do as far as the Sea Falls go. You're at the end of it right here. So all you're going to basically be doing is just walking a little bit further, and then you'll come to the area where the entrance to Nia Khera is, finally, and there'll be a save point there, and a little area off to the side that you can go to grab a couple items if you want. Come up here shortly. I go into the menu, just kind of, I think, try to pause it for a second while I think for a moment what needs to be done. Well, no, I forgot why the hell I went into the pause menu there, or went into the regular menu there at all. And there we go, come out of it. And shortly here I should start running around. Alright, come on. So, on the top of the stand, is there anything any of you guys have been playing lately, whether it be this, Dragon Crown, Saints Row 4, or any other games that have been coming out recently? And on that subject, is anyone looking forward to the Symphonia collection? I hear they're actually going to have costumes for characters from both Xillia and Vesperia in that. That'll be pretty awesome. Brand new costumes on top of new skits and scenes. Heck yeah. Alright, so how much longer is he gonna sit there? I don't even remember what exactly I was talking about, to tell you the truth, honestly. Then I stood there for so many minutes. And the skit that you see there on the screen, I will actually be showing that in the video, so don't worry too much about that either. Yeah, basically, you come to a spot, then you're going to drop down, and there'll be a scene there, and then there'll be a scene when you enter the town. So at those times I will be quiet so that you can hear them. Okay, come on now, start moving. I've like kind of ran out of things to say at this point. What are you doing?
Hey, Alvin, about your weapon.
You've got an eye for good steel. This is one heck of a blade.
Actually, I meant the other one.
Oh, you mean this?
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. It looks like it channels fire spirits and projects their arts at foes.
Yeah, something like that.
That's incredible. Where'd you get it?
Oh, I see how it is. You're the envious type. Stare all you want, kid. I ain't giving it up.
You don't have to treat me like a child.
Oh, come on. I'm just yanking your chain.
Alright, so there was the skit. So I kind of stopped the audio file there for a second so I didn't get to say it was going to be played soon. And now we continue on. We run over here, climb up that ledge, and then climb up the vines here. And right up here, there's a bag here with mysterious liquid. Run over, avoid this guy, as I've said. Be avoiding enemies as much as possible to speed things along, to show you more of the game and less of me just messing around. And do all of my battling and everything for levels and points and money off screen. So climb up the ledge there, and you have a bag with a loot bag there, and a gather point up here.
Here we
And
go.
the way I was approaching that gather point, that's when I would have avoided this fight. And we have crabs here, and I really hate crabs in any Tales game. They have like such a high defense and HP. And they take so little damage when they're blocking.
Is this really the only
They
way?
just take way too long to kill. Okay, so there's the Iron Stance. But they're mentioning at about 5:34 you can skip to that to get past it. I'll put up a note for that too. And there's the gather point. And then around here, somewhere up there is where you drop down on the other side. There's a fight here with these water elemental guys. Oh, sorry. Get hit with splash there. At this point I'm still trying to figure out timing of attacks to keep from like leaving myself open for too long. And during this screen it's just talking about all the substats and how they affect different things on the orb, and skip to about 6:51 if you've already know about this or paused and read it. 6:51 will be where to go to get past it. And alright, come on, right here. There we go, finally. I figured I'd just stay quiet so you guys can read that if you want. I'm gonna move along here somewhere. Sorry, my throat's kind of... right there. You drop down right there and it enters the scene for the end of the Sea Falls. As you can see, the safe point to enter Nia Khera there before I switch the camera around. Right there. There's the entrance into Nia Khera.
So, any idea who that woman was?
No clue. Although she did seem to know me.
I imagine you mercenaries make a lot of enemies in your line of work.
Although, I have to admit, she was really pretty.
I never pegged you for the bad girl type, kid. Or maybe you just like older women.
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, I was in that scene. Before I actually run in there, I take a look around the place a little bit more, get a bit lost for a second, but ultimately, you know, I figure out what I'm doing. So I actually think I run up right here and save before I continue on. Yeah, come on. Is that what we're gonna do? There we go, yep. Run up and save. Well, I checked the map right there first. Then save. So saving, and then I run around to that area off to the side there where you can see some guys walking about right here. And I check this whole area for chests, bags, and gather points. Run up there and get attacked by him without realizing it, but get a back attack on him without realizing it, which is nice. Whenever you get those, as you've seen, they take damage right away.
Ready when you are. Finish them off.
Take out this guy who snuck up on the elbow. I got that advantage there.
Man, are we good or what?
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold
Oh,
shoulder.
that was the very first time I got a back attack, and that's just talking about it. Seeing how if you attack an enemy from behind, it'll take damage instantly. Let's move on here. I run up ahead where there's a chest and a gather point, then run back and check this spot one more time. And that's the end of that whole thing. Avoid this guy. The next guy, I think I get attacked by. Open the chest, it has a couple apple gels, which is really nice. I don't know if I run right into him there. Too close to avoid in that smaller space. So take out these guys. I hope everyone's been doing okay. Okay, I just I missed everything I wanted to say when I first tried this, and the audio messed up thinking with the video enough. Remember nearly everything of what I wanted to see before having to redo this again. With that thought, we move along. There's the gather point with some wild grass seed. Running back down now, back over to Nia Khera. Some pretty interesting and funny scenes to happen there. Run back up here and just do a quick once over this entire spot. I don't waste too much time, just run quickly around the outskirts of it to double check and see if there was anything there. Checking the map just to make sure that I didn't miss any areas, and then we run into Nia Khera here, and yeah, don't we? Come on. I'm pretty sure I don't do anything else here. Yeah, because I run over to the ledge and I'm like, oh wait a minute, that was where we just came from, so let's walk into Nia Khera now.
We've arrived.
So this is Nia Khera.
Huh. I thought it would be fancier.
Excuse me. Where's Ivor?
He went off to find
It's
Lord
a bit of a book
Maxwell
there.
and... Lord Maxwell?
Yes, I have returned.
That little girl there is so adorable.
I can't believe you deigned to speak to me. I am unworthy.
I guess she's the real deal.
She's something, all right.
Not everyone gets to road trip with a major deity. I had my doubts.
Please relax. No need for formalities. You say Ivor isn't here?
Yes, but he should have returned by now. We're worried about him.
I see. He always did have a short temper.
And I really don't like Ivor, and I
return to
don't
your
think
work.
you guys will too much either.
I need to perform the ritual to resummon the four at my shrine.
I really like how they do this scene here with,
But
well,
it
like
would seem
behind
my
the camera
handmaid is
angles, they're
away.
walking and talking.
Would you mind lending a hand?
What? You mean we can help you?
I'm not exactly a religious scholar.
It's nothing difficult. The village has 4 altars, each with a temporal stone.
So you want us to bring those to the shrine you mentioned?
Precisely.
Why not just ask the villagers for help?
You saw what just happened. Except for my handmaid, I don't really fraternize with the villagers. They can barely look at me, let alone hold a conversation.
Ah, the trials of godhood. Well, I guess a little physical
That's a
won't
pretty
kill us.
funny scene right
kid?
there.
We can handle it.
Or not a scene, but a pretty funny line from Elvin.
Don't worry, Jude. I'll explain your predicament to the villagers after the ceremony. Please be patient for just a little longer.
Sure. Okay, let's get hunting for those temporal stones. You said they were in the village?
Yes. Gather the stones and bring them to the shrine. It lies beyond the village.
Alright, so as you heard her right there, we have to go around the town and gather the 4 temporal stones. There's one for each element: earth, fire, wind, and water. They're all pretty easy to spot. I'll put up little notations to where each of them are when we first come across them. But before that, we finally made it to Nia Khera, and we can help. Well, we finally made it to Nia Khera now, so we can see if she can resummon the 4. But before we do any of that, let's go on some side quests. There are about
That
There are about
mountain beyond the
3 of them
village sure
here,
is
so you
something.
can read that
That's
because
the
I'm
Nia Khera
probably been
Hollow
talking
Mountain.
over it.
It's a special land where 4 spirit climbs meet.
And then there's a couple that you can't do until a little later on, but I will be doing the 3 of them that I can right now. Right there's the one. Right there's one of them. That's actually a pretty easy one to get for the most part. The thing that person wants for the side quest. There's a guy up here, the side quest, and all you have to do is talk to him to complete it. There's no gathering, no handing over any items, it's just talking to the guy.
This is your hometown, Milla? It's so normal.
Isn't it nice? It's so quiet here.
Yeah, it sure is.
Pretty weak, huh? I was expecting something freaky.
Hey, come on.
Did you say something?
Oh, I was just wondering if your parents were around.
Spirits don't have parents.
And how were you born?
I took this form 20 years ago. I appeared along with the 4 in the village shrine.
Why?
You seem to have a lot of questions about me.
Just trying to keep Jude entertained. He was complaining about how boring the village was.
Jude, do you crave chaos that much?
What? I didn't say anything like that.
Nia Khera really is the sticks, huh?
How about we just
That
call
was
it
one really
simple?
funny scene when Alvin tries to pass off the reason for asking everything to Jude there, and makes it sound like he said the place was boring, and she mentions him craving chaos. And there's another one of the stones. There's the 3rd one, and the 4th one's right there by the entrance, actually. One of the couple events you can't do till later on is just like talking to this guy right here for this quest. You just talk to someone and you get the whole thing done.
Welcome home, Lord Maxwell.
I'm glad to see you're all well.
All thanks to you, Lord Maxwell.
Wow! So people really do worship Milla.
It's pretty rare to find Maxwell worshippers these days, but apparently they used to be quite common.
Faith in the spirits seems to have fallen dramatically all over the world. Although I couldn't tell that from here.
The more spirit arts progress, the more spirits are seen as simply another facet of nature.
So there used to be a bigger deal back then?
Yeah, legends say that it was the spirit Maxwell who created Riza Maxia to begin with. And the first human to follow him, Kresnik, came to be known as the Genesis Sage.
Correct. And the people of this village are Kresnik's descendants.
Yeah, you get crazy origin stories like that in all these rustic towns.
How dare you! 20 years ago, I personally witnessed the advent of Lord Maxwell and the 4 great spirits. I saw her grow into the woman you see before you, without ever taking a bite of food or a wink of sleep. This miracle is proof that our legends were true.
Want to tell this geezer about the time Milla collapsed from hunger?
Just leave him alone. Come to think of it, the 6 ruling houses of Rashagal are all a part of that legend too. Their founders were supposed to be the 6 disciples of Maxwell and Kresnik, right?
Now that is the truly absurd origin story. Those fools have no clue about the true secrets of this
You know
world.
what? Shut up, old man.
I should never have said that. Please, forgive me.
What just happened?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so yeah, the way that old guy goes on about this self-righteous gibber about the village and the houses of Rashagal is just really annoying to me. Oh hey, you know what? I ate an apple the other day. It was so good I really wanted you to have one too, Lord Maxwell. If only someone could go get one for me. This is a side quest right here. Let's accept the quest. You want us to find an apple and bring it to you so you can give it right back to me? That doesn't seem very efficient. But my mom won't let me go outside the village. And there aren't any apples here. Come on, Milla, let's just find an apple for him. Sorry, I was going on as soon as I started talking to the kid, but that's the one side quest there. Besides the guy at the entrance. So there is 4 that you can do right now. Or you can start... There's 5 total, there's 4 that you can
The
do.
villagers channel a
off
combination
the
of
bat.
earth and wind spirits when constructing them.
Or 4 that you can start right off the bat, but the 5th one and the 4th one you kind of have to wait for. Here's another one. Oh no, I can't believe I'm out of offerings to leave at the shrine. Could I ask you to help me find some more? They can be difficult to find. Let's accept the quest. I need an insect husk to leave as an offering. It symbolizes the transition between life and death. Please try to bring the rarest and best shaped one that you can find. This is a lot simpler than she makes it seem like it needs to be, so don't worry too much about that. And now I actually start grabbing the stones, as there's the wind stone right next to her.
Here we go. This must be one of the temporal stones.
Correct. We need 3
And after you
more
grab the
just
first
like
one,
that.
as you can see there, they have a little talk. He's like, so this is one of the stones, huh? And she mentions that there's 3 more. Here's the fire stone. Yeah, okay, I can just start talking. This is this guy, kind of reading this, so it doesn't give her any quests or anything. It just kind of is like some sort of history there somewhat. Yep, there's the fire stone. And right there, in the river, creek, whatever you want to refer to it as, is the water stone. And that is the earth stone right there by the entrance. Getting the water stone is not that hard. It just took me a moment or two to actually figure out what I had to do. And that's the one I'm actually trying to get right now. As you can see, there's like an opening right there, then there's an opening right there in the middle of the left side of the bridge. But I don't see that opening in the rope line just yet. In this building, it is the lodging where you can sleep and heal. It is completely free in Nia Khera, so if you're afraid you don't have too many items and you want to save them, when you get here, just sleep there. And you won't have to worry about paying anything because they won't charge you for it. And you can recover for free. Now what you do is you run out on that bridge there, and you go off to the side where there isn't a rope line, and it'll say like hit X to jump down, essentially. And you do that and you'll land on some rocks that are in the creek. And I'll get more into that once I actually drop down and do it. Yeah, aside from side quests, I'm also looking around here for any potential chests or loot or gather points like that one right there. But over here, I talked to this woman again for some odd reason, even though I'd already picked up her quest. I do at some point or another before I grab all 4 of these stones. I think right here I actually see what has to be done. Yep, see it says jump, so you jump down, and land on these rocks in the creek which lead right over to the shrine. Then just walk over, grab the stones, and run back over to the bridge and hit X to hop back up on it. As you can't drop down into the water or climb up the side of the slopes that lead into the creek at all. The only way is to jump on and off the bridge. And we still have one more, and that is actually the stone that is by the entrance, the earth stone. And the peddler that the guy that you saw sitting down there to the left when you entered is a peddler. He has every single shop in one there. So if you need anything, that's the guy to talk to. For some odd reason, like they have a safe point at like the start in every exit, as well as in the house, in the inn, but they always have a safe at the end. Right there is where I talked to that one girl again, even though I already taken her quest. And here we go, I finally pick up the earth stone here.
There we go. All 4 temporal stones.
I appreciate your efforts. Let's bring them to the shrine beyond the village.
Okay, we're actually heading towards the end of the video here because I don't head up into the shrine just yet, as we are past 20 minutes. So with all of that said and done, guys, I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos, whether you've been watching or playing along. And we'll see you all in the next one, where we go back to live commentary and continue on our way to the shrine to see if she can resummon the force. So until then, everybody, goodbye and take care.